It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Our culinary hotline is open. Yes, you can call Zola on 0839133728. It's like having your own chef on speed dial. Zola, how are you? Why are you laughing already?
I love it, Kat, because he calls it something different every time. Okay.
You know what? It's because we create it, but more importantly, we are here to help you. So we've had some questions from our viewers. This one from Tumelo Katlejo. She says, "Hey Zola, I'm struggling making pancakes properly. So could you please assist me how to make them? How do we make pancakes properly?"
Okay, so pancakes are pretty tricky. The key is to get the batter. Ewan's shaking his head over there because he's a pancake master.
Right.
But the key is to get the batter the correct consistency and your pan the correct heat.
But now, isn't it 1-1-1? Because on Saturday I made 1-1-1, and
Yeah.
it was like American pancakes.
Yeah, it was
like
too
flat
thick.
cookies.
Okay, so I don't actually measure my ingredients. So what I do, I usually start with 2 eggs and 500, or a cup rather, of milk and a cup of water.
Right.
And then I add enough flour to the consistency is correct. It's the easiest way, and you
Okay.
won't get lumps because you're adding the flour slowly. Yeah, so you whisk the flour in, and then your batter's got to be sort of the thickness of cream. You know how
Okay.
pouring
Pouring
cream?
cream.
Exactly, how pouring cream is, and your pan's got to be really hot. Also, commit to letting the first pancake go. Once you do that, everything's fine.
What do you do in the pan? Oil, butter?
I do oil, but I put my oil on a kitchen paper. So
And then
dab
you smear it.
Yeah,
Okay.
so smear it, just so you have enough. You just want a light coating, because you don't want to deep fry them.
Yeah, because the first 3 for me is a flop.
Just the first one. Everyone else, just
Okay.
the first one is a flop. The first 3 shouldn't
All
be.
right, that was Tumela Katleja. I hope we answered it for you. Hey, you can also ask your questions. So hashtag Ask Expresso on our Facebook page or 0839133728. There's another one that just came through from Joanna. She says, "Morning, Zola and guys. When I cook chakalaka, my parents always complain that it's too hot." No, don't laugh. What should I do?
Okay, this is a very easy fix. Take out the chili if you're adding chili, or reduce the amount of curry powder. That's all it is.
Okay.
Because chakalaka has curry powder in it, or you can add extra chilies as well. So if you're adding either of those, just use less, and your family will love you for it.
Okay, so we've got a caller as well, 0839133728. That looks like it's Chamo on the line. You are live on Expresso. What's your question or comment?
Hi, this is me, Chamo. Every time I cook my pap, it always sticks onto my pot. What should I do?
Okay, thank you so much for your question.
Thank you for your question. That is a good question, but pap is meant to stick to the bottom of the pot.
Okay.
Like I said last week, you're supposed to cook pap for at least 30 to 40 minutes for it to actually cook. Remember the guy last week said
Yes,
that
yes.
he's making his family sick because
Yeah.
he wasn't cooking it for long enough.
Right.
So it is actually going to stick to the bottom of the pan. You're not doing anything wrong. You're actually doing something right.
But now, do you have to loosen it?
No, just keep stirring. So
Okay.
the part that actually forms at the bottom helps with the sort of the flavor. It sort of gives it like a toasty flavor.
Right.
But yeah, it will stick to the pan. Even if it's a non-stick pan, it'll stick to the pan.
Okay,
you're not
so
doing
it's
anything
fine to
wrong.
stick. So I hope that answered it for you. Another one that's coming through. This one is from Rosemary. She says, "Hey Zola, when I make eclairs, they always turn out very dry. By that I mean quite hard on top. What am I doing wrong?"
Okay, well, eclairs, choux pastry, is meant to be crispy. So I think that what you're thinking is hard is actually the correct texture. But if you want them a little softer, maybe don't bake them at such a high temperature. Also, what I do with choux pastry is that I dry it out afterwards. So what people do is you bake it until it's all puffy. You take it out the oven, you prick it, and then you put it back into the oven to dry it out. And that's when it goes hard. If you don't want it to be as crispy, don't dry it out so much.
Okay, and don't prick it as much. Well, there's more calls coming through, 0839133728. We're going all the way to Pietermaritzburg. Liz, you are live on Expresso. What's your question to Zola?
Hi, Zola. Hi, Lana.
Hello.
Hi. I'd just like to ask, I've got a recipe that requires bouquet garni. And I know it's a mixture of herbs, but I cannot get bouquet garni anywhere. What herbs are actually in bouquet garni?
Okay, that's a really good question.
What is the herb's name?
Bouquet garni. It's like a herb wrap.
Right.
Yeah. So traditionally what you would do is take a leaf of leek, like a leek leaf, like one of the layers of leek, and then you'll put hard, robust herbs, something like thyme, a bit of parsley is always good, and I think celery's in there. Possibly. Yeah, some celery leaves. Wrap it up, tie it with a string, and then you put that into your stew or your stock or whatever it is.
Right,
so you
right.
can do it at home. Yeah.
Okay, so you can
just
make
buy
your
the
own.
individual herbs. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just a bunch of herbs basically in
Okay,
layman's
so you
term.
can put anything in
You can
there,
put
really.
anything.
All right. 0839133728. Keep that number handy because we're going to make sure that we take more of your calls because it's like having a chef on speed dial. Zola eyes in the house for our culinary hotline. But we are making food and hopefully it's a success because Matt is in the house. Here's you.